Hi, I'm Charm, and I have quite a few followers on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And I have wanted to do a YouTube channel for so long, but I'm very busy. I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I have a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old, girl and boy. I am in multiple organizations, Delta Sigma Theta, Sorority Incorporated. I'm also a Jack and Jill mom. I was previously past president. I am a school psychologist, licensed mental health counselor. I own a business and I have owned a business with employees and contractors for some time. And I do a lot. And I started opening up on social media because I see a lot of hurt, a lot of struggle with people, and especially kids. So my clinic, we have contracts with the Department of Child Services and multiple school districts. So I am all over and I am very busy. And sometimes I lose myself in all of that. And I have grown to find myself again. I've lost over 50, 60 pounds. I don't even know at this point, but I've lost a lot of weight. And it's been slowly but surely, but finding myself mentally, physically, emotionally, growing with healthier habits, with food, and learning to cook more, not just for myself, but for my family, has really helped me within my weight loss journey and moving more. And I love to dance. If it's a line dance, I'm on the floor constantly for hours. And the reason why I felt this was important to have this space was to be able to open up a little more. And I'm learning that when you have videos on social media, they're short. When they're on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, they're just shorter. So they don't push them out if they're over 3 minutes. And I know YouTube is a space where I can be more open and I can let things flow a little more smoothly and kind of dive into some of the things I want to talk about more. When it comes to growing and learning yourself, that is the most important thing for me right now. When we talk about self-care, I don't think that we really touch on the importance of what that is. Yes, going to get a manicure, pedicure, getting your hair done, massage, that's great. That's not always feasible. Self-care is really taking care of yourself at the core. And I mean finding out if you're vitamin deficient, getting enough sleep, eating proper nutrients, and having less processed foods. What we consume weighs heavy on our day-to-day operations. Anxiety, depression, ADHD, bipolar, schizophrenia. There are so many mental health disorders that are heightened right now within our world today because we have so much exposure when it comes to technology, overexposure actually, and dopamine hits constantly when we're on TikTok and when we're looking at different things. We need to learn how to step back and navigate supporting ourselves naturally. When I see clients, one of the first things I say is, hey, how many hours do you sleep a night? I have a full list of questions, but that is a key question that I ask. And for adults, I don't know why 5, 6 hours is good for them. But the majority will say, oh, probably 4 or 5 hours on average. Unless you have an infant in the house, that is not normal. That is not okay. That is not conducive to you growing overall. And honestly, living a longer, fulfilling life because you're starving your body of what it needs, which is rest. And then if you have underlying issues that you're not taking care of, then you're really not getting adequate or full rest. If you're falling asleep with the phone in your hand, you're not truly resting. And I mean, these are basic needs. So when I don't do therapy anymore because I'm really, really busy with evaluating individuals and providing proper diagnoses, so I don't do that much therapy. But when I was doing therapy consistently, we need to focus on the foundation: food, water, warmth, rest, and that stability. So are you fed? Are you nourished? Have you slept? Do you feel safe? If you're in an environment where someone is harming you, these things will coincide with you growing and building a better you overall. So when I talk about those things, then we can kind of move up. But I need to know, what is the basis? And when people say, well, just tell me what's wrong with me and just help me fix this, we have to find a baseline. And yes, I'm going to ask about different things in your life. The people that you're with, are you creating boundaries? And if you're not, this is how we do that. So that is also a part of it. But there is a baseline that has to be met before we move up. I am heavy on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So that looks at the basic foundational needs in order for us to move up the pyramid and look at self-actualization. That's reaching one's full potential. And it hurt because I realized that my parents did not reach their full potential. They died in survival mode, just needing to provide food, water, warmth, rest, just trying to provide a roof over our heads and food and nourishment. And they were just surviving until they died. So many people don't reach self-actualization, and we don't even think about it like that because it's, I just have to survive. I just have to survive. But we're really not living. We're really not reaching our full potential. And I always say, don't sleep on your potential. The possibilities are endless, but you have to know your worth and the possibilities that you are able to reach. And it's hard. It is not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you put forth the work. And that's learning yourself, growing, finding out what you want, what you need, and feeling good. Confidence is huge. So for me, years ago, I got my hair locked, and that is a huge thing. People love my Sisterlocks. It's up in a bun, and it's a messy bun right now. This is what you got. I'm here. I'm showing up. But this was important for me to allow myself to have more time, but also grow spiritually and love something that is coming from me without putting different type of creams, oils, lotions, different things in my hair, weave, braids. I'm just not doing that. So I'm allowing it to do what it do. And I am naturally confident. You don't have to be. You can definitely do whatever you want, but as long as you feel good within the skin that you're in, that's what's important. And people say, well, I can't afford this. I can't. So what can you do? Because when I was in high school, I would have the ponytails, the slick backs. I would do what I could afford. So as long as you're moving toward building your confidence and making sure you feel good and you are meeting your basic needs, that's how we're going to see growth. So I'm popping on multiple different subjects, but this is more so an intro video to let you know who I am and also some of my biggest things. I'm a swim mom and I'm a volleyball mom and I'm a teen mom for both of those. So I'm a very active mom. I am so in love with my kids and I want them to grow overall mentally, physically, and being in sports help them, and it helps navigate those things when it comes to life experiences, friendships, and knowing that you're a part of a team and working toward common goals. That's extremely important for me because even if you don't swim in the future or become an Olympic athlete, it teaches you skills that will carry you throughout the rest of your life. That is why I'm an avid supporter when it comes to sports. So please like, follow, share, and I'm not going to probably be able to do all of the little dings and whistles, bells and whistles, and all of those things, but it's going to be some good content to help you overall flourish. I get a lot of questions asking if I take on private clients. At the moment, I don't. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of evaluations, and my goal is to have an audience that can really learn from me and we can continue to grow together.